friends, today we'll discuss about EDI practical demo. And in the earlier section, we discussed about EDI, how the EDI document and what are the segments available in the EDI, and the file, everything we have discussed. See, this is the EDI file. Looks like. If you want more details, you can go to that earlier tutorial and know the details about EDI. See, here we have the EDI file begins with these two segment identifiers and ends with these two segment identifiers. Okay, let me show you the demo here. See here, I am through Postman under client requests sends a JSON data, and using that JSON data will form that read that JSON data and form a Java object here, and that Java object will provide to X12 write. Here what we are doing is we are creating a EDI file using the given JSON data. See here we are defining the delimiters. If you want to know the segment segment terminator and delimiter and other segment details, see the previous video. And here we have the transaction sets, and this is the beginning of the file ISA, and these are the group we have. In the group we are getting the data from the payload, billing country and billing city. These details are sent by client, nothing but here from the Postman we are sending this JSON data. Okay, come here. Like that we have other some set header details and heading and summary details are there. Okay, this is the transformation of the given JSON data, and once we prepare this object, will give it to the X12 write. Here we have to provide the .esl document, .esl file. ESL is nothing but EDI schema language. It will define how the document, EDI document, like see here this ESL module uses a YAML format called ESL, and to represent EDI schemas, and the basic ESLs define the structure of EDI messages in terms of structure, segments and composites and elements. See here the components is nothing but, let me open this ESL file. This is the EDI file. Here each line represents the segment, and this is the segment, and this is the terminator, segment terminator, the highlighted one, and the next line is another segment, and it is separated with the asterisk and the elements. Okay, these the first two lines are the beginning of the EDI file. Like this way, here we are defining the schema with this .esl file. The EDI file should be like this. By defining this ESL, we are preparing the EDI. Based on this ESL, the end EDI file would be prepared. See here, let me open the configuration. X12 write. From the object we are writing the EDI file with the help of ESL file. See here we need to select X12 default, and here we have to provide the 849.esl. This is transaction related information, so it is 849. For other files it should be different. We can add file from the resources folder we can add. See, I have added this file from the resources folder. See, here I have this file, and these are the as it is. We don't need to change anything. Here we have the mule ID and interchange ID and application code and partner ID, qualifier and interchange ID, application code. um, Here I have mentioned, and here we don't need to change anything. And once complete this configuration, the EDI write configuration is done, and the output we have to select this application EDI X12, and then we have the transformation payload as string and set payload. See, actually my application is running. Let's see uh, the output. Let me make a request, sending the request. See here, yeah, we got the response. This is the this is the input we have received. So let me this is the first transformation we have did in the data wave. See, let me go here and change the language to JSON, so we can able to see. Here we have the transaction set, and whatever we have provided the input details from the postman, we have those details available here. See, we can see those details here, and this file is transformed into EDI. Let me copy that EDI file also, EDI data. Yes, this is the second line, this is the complete first line, this is the segment terminator, and for each segment we have one termination, that is nothing but this is the symbol, and this is the second line, this is the third line, this is the fourth line. So for each line it should have termination. See, this is the file, this is the beginning of the file ISA and GS, and this is the ending of the file IEA. Okay, this is the input, this is the input we have given from the postman. See, this is the input we have given from the postman, and that input is transformed into like this, and this payload we have given to X12 write with the help of 849.esl file. We have write the file as like this. See, this is the final EDI file. Okay, let me show one more thing. See, if I see, let me give the account number. If I make the request, we'll get error, so we have to provide the specific length for the given account numbers, so that only it will process. BRC at index 3. See, BRC at index 3, we have to provide the you have to provide specific length only. Okay, see, now we can be able to get the data. Let me change this building state also. Let me send the, now we got the error BRC at index. See, next one. See, this is the BRC segment. Here we got the error. See, earlier it is NYC, the billing state is NYC, and the billing city is NY. Now we have changed that one by giving more three characters we have given extra, so that's why it is we are getting that error. Okay, let me make the refresh once again. Okay, this is the final EDI output we got after processing the JSON to transformation into this Java object, and by providing this object to EDI Bright with the help of 849.esl. This file is look like this, .asl file. We have the form external version imports ID 849 file, and the name product transfer account adjustment, and the class heading. See, we have the segment identifier, we have BRC here. See, whatever we have, we can see those all details in the .esl file. ISA, let me GS ST, CST, we can see CTT, amount, SC we have in the summary, and GE. Okay, this G is standard beginning and ending of the segments for a EDI file. The beginning of two and the ending of two segments are the standard segments. Okay, thank you guys.